Hello YouTubers, welcome to my channel. Well, does it look a little different here? Wow, well, who do we have here? Is this Anne of Cleves? I think it is, yes. A lovely subscriber sent this beautiful Anne of Cleves doll to me. And also, I don't know if you noticed this one, but a nice teacup. I think last time I called it a mug when I spoke about this one, somebody got on me like, I ain't a mug. What you talking about, woman? That is a teacup. I'm like, okay, it's a teacup. I am learning to get my British vernacular down. I'm still a little bit of that American girl, and I'm trying, but I just love it. I'm going to do a special video on that and also talking about all of my books. And someone had wanted to know what kind of glasses I wear. These are actually Michael Kors. I got them at Walmart. Yes, I did, like about 4 years ago. But not much about that in this video. But if you want to see that, I will be putting a video out about those things and talking a little bit about my little newly added things to my little set here. Isn't it just nice and lovely? The cancellation of Pearl. There's also been talks that they are looking at going back as part-time royals. Yes, because of this whole Netflix flop. They see it's hard. They see it's not as easy to try to build your empire off of something that is definitely not an American thing. They're trying to build a British ideology in America via like a shortcut. Like they trying to jerry-rig their branding what they had in the UK. They're just trying to repurpose it. Let's repurpose this whole royal life and let's put a little bit of yin yang on it, and let's we're gonna just put some titles. Let's throw some of these things in there. Americans don't know what that means. They're just trying to repurpose this whole idea of royalty in America. We had a war to get rid of this whole control by the British monarchy. We want our independence. We have our independence, and we don't need this American coming over to America trying to manipulate something that can't ever be replicated again. Harry and Meghan are not going to be able to plant their feet in American soil and build success. Like raw success. They cannot build it because they're starting the foundation already rocky. No talent, no real support behind them because they've gotten rid of people within their circles as problems, and they're on shaky ground here in America. Like the soil here in America for Harry and Meghan is sinking. They on quicksand over here in America. We're gonna come build something over here, repurpose it, and try to make it build up to be something good when you come in here raw with nothing to build on. You just got you just have the concept, the idea of royalty, that you coming over with the titles and these little prince man with you, and y'all trying to build it here in America, and it's just not, they're not able to replicate that which they are trying to copy. And everything that they have tried to plant in the States has not done well. We know Meghan has done her voiceover for elephants. Her book didn't do so good. We know that when she tried contacting senators from Washington, D.C., like, hi, I'm Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, and yeah. They were like, huh, what you calling me? I want to hear from my constituents, woman. Netflix has made a huge mistake by, for one, giving them this multi-million-dollar deal. And I think this whole woke culture, like what Dan Wooten was talking about, it hurt Netflix in a very big way. This is not going to fare well for them as they try to continue to build and mold relationships. And when Harry's book comes out, he is going to be put in the position where he is doing something to go against the monarchy, which he really needs to be successful. And at the same time, that success or relationship with the royal family, as you can see, it's not really holding that much weight in terms of making sure you don't get cut from Netflix, a deal, because that didn't really hold out too well for them. And Wooten says, breaking the bank to sign the king and queen of woke, Harry and Meghan, is the biggest mistake in Netflix history. Viewers have zero interest in paying to hear the Sussexes preach. And not only that, have you noticed, well, maybe if you haven't kept your subscription, you haven't noticed, but the content on Netflix's platform has really gone down. It is not as good quality as it was before. He says, I think that it's the howl of rage and fury emanating from a Montecito mansion in the hours after Meghan Markle had the crushing realization that pretending to be a Hollywood duchess means nothing in the cutthroat world of American TV. So true, because people here don't care about you having a royal title. So first to go in the sweeping cuts set to hit the company are the sorts of telly vanity projects that Netflix thought gave them kudos in liberal lovey circles. So last June, when the deal was announced, Meghan gushed like many girls in her age about heroine Pearl is on a journey of self-discovery. Okay, blah 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 blah. With the former Suits actress promising to speak with historians and experts to uncover the origin of labels that try to hold women back. Look, ain't nothing trying to hold you back. Get out there and do the work. That's what's holding you back, not doing the work and sitting on your bum all day and not doing nothing, thinking that your title gonna carry you into some action. Your title is not gonna carry you into getting anything done. You like literally physically have to get up and do the work. That's what's holding you back, woman. Ain't no labels holding nothing back. So staff at Netflix as well as are aware that only reason Harry or Heart of Invictus will attract a global audience is by providing a glimpse into the not so private lives of Harry and Meghan. So you're going to have to open your doors and you're going to have to show people what you look like when you wake up in the morning, like what you really look like. Like we're going to look and see what's it like to live behind your closed doors, but you're going to have to expose your life. And you're going to have to show your children. And you're going to have to do all these painfully embarrassing things that you are not going to want to do. But that is the only way the public are going to be interested in anything that you do, because they want to see a train wreck. And the train is wrecking inside your home life, like how you trying to piece all this stuff together. Like the train wreck is actually happening. And so people will want to see that. But will you want to air that? Will you want to show that? You see the predicament they've gotten themselves in, because they're not able to do it on raw talent. So what they want is dirt, a Kardashian style insight into life as an exiled member of the royal family at war with their blood relatives. This is the only way you can really make this work, right? This is what Harry has to do. He has to start calling his dad and his brother on speakerphone and just saying some nasty things to them and like record a whole season of conversations without them knowing he's recording them and air that. But that's just like too salacious. Like, why would you do, like, no, he wouldn't do that, right? But Meghan can easily have a reality show with her and her life with her family, her American family. She could do it, but she don't want them to have any piece of the pie because she wants it all for herself. Warnings provided by the couple's royal advisors as they first proposed a half-in, half-out model that would allow the couple to make money while continuing to represent the royal family. Like, you cannot do that. You cannot sit here and say, okay, we're going to make some money as celebrities, and then we're going to also be part royalty when we go to the UK. Like, we're going to do both. That's what they want to do. Why would you do this? It is so unbecoming of a woman who has been given so much opportunity to do the right thing. Why would you want to do this nonsense? So yeah, they're going to want things that you're just not going to be able to do that are a part of the normal royal protocols. They're just not, they can't mix together. So the pressure is now on Harry and Meghan to present Netflix with TV shows that will genuinely move the dial, with access to their lives likely to be the top of the company's wish list. So as ever, there was an arrogance with the way Harry and Meghan launched their US tour of royal hatred and lies. They didn't look after their paymasters. Then there was the couple's bombshell Oprah special, which resulted in record ratings, but again, ended up on CBS. Even Harry's most recent tell-all, where he spilled more secrets about the Queen and deepened his family rift by refusing to even mention Prince Charles or Prince William, ended up on NBC. Even that didn't go anywhere, the things he mentioned about Prince Charles and his brother. Like he couldn't even say that he missed them. He couldn't even put it to a place that would have been cordial or somewhat halfway decent of him to say. Even the most relaxed Netflix executive would be raging by this point. When are we going to get our pound of flesh? That's what they want. The Netflix people want the flesh. They want the dirt. They want the nastiness. And this is why this is not going to go very far for them, the stability of this brand, this empire, because this is not something they can sustain full time in the States. Because this title, this whole part of the British monarchy is not really holding its weight like Meghan thought. And I'm saying Meghan thought because she is the one who could only think of some nonsense to be an American in America with the title and expect that to propel your career. She's thinking like she's still this Hollywood actor who's trying to get her big break. No, you've had your big break. It's over. No more breaks for you. You gotta go now do the things that are behind the break that you got. But you got your big break and you were like, okay, I got my big break, but I don't want to do the work that I have to do to sustain the big break that I got. And she wants to just make up something new. I wouldn't be surprised if Harry and Meghan are soon faced with a stark choice. Provide us with a juicy show about your lives and the royal family, or we're not going to renew your deal. That's Hollywood, darling. And Meghan knows far too well how Hollywood is. Get used to it now. Even with your title, get used to it. Yes, she can pretend to be royal all you want, but when you've sold out to an entertainment giant, there's only so long you can resist if you want to keep pocketing the massive checks. Netflix is discovering the brutal reality of truism. Go woke, go broke. Breaking the bank to sign the king of queen of woke, Harry and Meghan, could well end up the biggest mistake in their history. And this article by Dan Wooten says it all for me. It sums it all up. It's a big mistake, big, huge mistake. And so Harry and Meghan really have to make some decisions. I think they're going to have their pride is a little bit in check. I would say a little damaged, and that's a good thing for them. And it's not to say that in a mean way, but when you've had your ego bruised or you've been like smacked down a few times, that's good for you. That kind of puts you back in check. It kind of gets you walking back straight again. Because when you walking all lopsided because your head is so big and you can't walk straight, someone come by and give you the smack down and you like, oh, you walking straight again, and suddenly you're like, oh, okay. And then you start seeing better and you start acting better when you're told you can't do certain things. So don't underestimate that being told no. Like I said in my last video, it can be a good thing. I know I've grown the most from the times when I did not get what I wanted. Work harder. And I think Harry and Meghan are hopefully learning the right way to go about doing things. And this is the problem that I see for them. If they do not learn from this, if they do not see how this was a good thing for them, they are going to chase after that monkey on their back, and they're going to go deeper and deeper and deeper into this hole of abyss of poor choices, and they will never be able to climb their way out of it because they have dug themselves so deep in it.